tell people to do. So I think a lot of times we just have to tell them, we have to teach them how to set a responsible pace that they can, gain momentum, but at the same time have that place and space to rest. I tell my people all the time, you need to set your vacation because I'm gonna get mine. Um,
Yeah.
that way, if we do that, then I tell you, you're not going to hell because you're down at the beach. You ain't got to be
You,
crazy
hey,
Sunday.
you stop it right now. You stop it right now. I was taught that you go to hell for going to the beach on Sunday or going to a basketball game on Friday. Football
Gotta be
too.
a church. And that's see, but this is the thing with the older generation that I'm trying to get people to understand. Back 10, 15, 20, some 30 years ago, they didn't have nothing else to do but church. I mean, let's be honest. Sunday was all day church. When they got out, Monday through Friday, they worked, and half of the time they was in church, set 8 days a week, because Sunday was 2 whole days. So now we're in a generation. Now we're in a generation where we have so many things competing against. Let's be honest, competing against Sunday morning worship. Which I think this environment we're in now teaches the church that the church can function without everybody being in your face every Sunday. Now, that's the harsh reality of pastors. But I think if you let your people go, then you will see where they are and how they can better benefit the house.
I think for pastors, if we understand that it's more than Sunday, that makes it even better. I mean, it helps your church. And so
That's to a healthy pastor.
yeah, I mean,
Mother.
you can't worry. I mean, I tell people all the time, and we do this for our church. We let people out early. We don't do afternoon programs. We stop that. I mean, because part of it is that you think about a family that works 6 days a week, and Sunday's the day that they have off, and their father is going to church, and then we keep their father at church all day. How are they going to look at the church if they don't get to see their father at home at all during that week? And so we try to make sure that on Sunday, at least, if you're going to come to church, we're going to come, but then we're going to let you go home and eat with your family and see your family. And we have to be, I think that we've made being in church long holy and not living holy. If you get what I'm saying. The longer you were in
Hey, let
church.
me say that again so I can write that down.
Man, we may be in church for a long time holy and not living holy. And think about it. We got out at 12 o'clock, Doc. I mean, it's 12 a.m. on a Friday service. We got at 12 a.m. Oh, y'all was having church. Well, you could have got out at 8 o'clock and we still could have said y'all were having church.
What time did we start?
If we start at 7, maybe we get out 8:30. Excuse me.
Okay, give me that extra.
I'm sorry. Okay. I got you, Trey. But I think that and so what's happened is you got churches that think they're alive because they've been in church for a long time, but they're really dead because they don't live. The Bible says we pass from death to life by how we love. You can only love by action, how you treat others. And that has to take place outside of your worship setting sometimes. And so we got churches, they'll shout, but they're dead. And it adds to our burnout. You're not really alive. You go out of your church just as dead as you came in. You shouted yourself happy and you walked out dead. And so we need to make sure that we are educating our people, to live and to live in the moments and not just see everything as how we shouted in church on Sunday and being in church for a long time. Your Christianity is also how you live Monday through Saturday.
And I want to say this too. I think it's important that a church takes on not the mentality, but the characteristics of a body that enjoys, you know what I'm saying? Not being so stuck in the church, if you will, even during their services. One of the core values of our church is to have fun in all we do. And so if that's a part of our core values, that means we're clowning during service, we're having fun, but we're worshiping. You know what I mean? Our music is supposed to be fun. Our preaching is supposed to be fun. They're supposed to be entertaining. I mean, all this stuff it happens so that people can enjoy being in the presence of God, enjoying one another. I think when they do that, it's easier for them to vacation even together. Then when they come back together in the worship setting, they work well together to benefit the vision as well. So I think that's important too, is to encourage, the ministry that you're part of. And I know you specifically asked the question, Sherman, about people who were not in leadership. But I think that's important that leaders build the body to see the importance of taking those breaks so that there is not a burnout.
And I think it's good, having fun, living. I think we miss, like when we think about Jesus, we think about picking up a cross, and bearing it. But like there was more to Jesus than just picking up a cross. Like, that's how his disciples came. It wasn't just a cross that made them become, who they were. It was them living with Jesus, walking with him, and having a good time with him. And so I think, we have to learn how to have fun, enjoy. Like, you got to learn how to eat, go out and eat, have a good time. And that's just as much worship as, you being together in the sanctuary. And I know that sounds crazy because people are like, oh, we got to have our altar, we got to, have our this and that. But, there's more to God than your four walls.
Yeah. I think a lot of times we do get that part mixed up. We think those four walls defines our Christianity, defines our faith in itself. And that is a thing where we're held hostage. Go ahead, Pat.
So, I mean, even to that, I don't think so. And it could be that it's not so much that it defines where we are in Christ. A lot of times, that's all we know is church. We don't know no more than church. We don't know how to go to the movies and enjoy a movie. We only go when we're watching Christian movies. Say it again?
No, go ahead, bro. I'll go when you finish.
We don't know how to. I think that's the poor job we've done in the church. We haven't taught people how to live the abundant life. And abundant life is not just when you get to heaven. Everybody's waiting to enjoy life in that sweet by and by. Well, no, you can have it now. I think Pastor Shirley Caesar said it best. I'm not going to live in hell, then die and go to hell. I think we got to learn how to enjoy life now. I had a woman of God in my church. She was like, Pastor, my husband want to take me on our vacation. We'll be gone for a couple of weeks. And she was like, but I won't be here to do this. I said, if we need you to pray every Sunday, we fail. We've already failed. So, my wife taught me a lesson when we first got married. She said, I want you, but I don't need you. And I think that's the mindset that the church has to have. We want people, but we need to also let them know we don't need you. You can go on and live your life. Somebody got to carry Jesus to the beach. Somebody got to carry Jesus to Las Vegas. Take me with you when you go.
Patrick, do you think it's wise to tell people we don't need you? I mean, I know what you mean, but I'm just...
See, that's the power of listening in content.
Mm-hmm.
Because in
content... Whoa, what did you just say? Listening in what? Listening in what?
In content.
Okay.
You want to go there with me?
The question is, do you want to go there with me?
So yeah, can I?
What,
so,
Joey?
Yeah.
What is it, Matt? What is it?
No, I'm gonna keep and as pastors, we need to.
Did you hear what he said? Listening in content, not context. Content.
First of all, we all know Pat is from Rayford, but we know what he said. We know what he said.
Man, I had something to add to that. You interrupted him.
Brandon and Pat, y'all need to jump on this because that little Californian just came from Rayford, and I just want to put it out there. Just because somebody's from Rayford doesn't mean they can't talk. Okay, just want to put that out.
I have a difficult time.
Technically, if you really know anything, I'm actually still correct.
Okay.
He was telling you.
That's
to
why I
listen to
wouldn't
the
say
content
nothing.
of what he was saying.
I didn't say.
I left it alone.
You know, someone taught me a very
I left
powerful
it
lesson.
alone. Patrick,
Let me share
I
something.
left it alone.
Let me share something.
Patrick, I left it alone.
Okay, but let me share something. Someone taught me a very powerful lesson in my younger league.
Wow.
They said this. They said, Patrick, it is better to keep your mouth closed and let people think you foolish than to open your mouth and remove all doubt.
Right. Aaron, you trying to figure out where he at, right? Where is he? Oh, he's above you.
Oh, and read the comment.
I was pointing at you.
I read the comment, jerk.
Hey, Mac, were you gonna say something to add to what Pat was saying?
I forgot now, man.
I'm trying to remember what I was about to say too. Trey yelling in my ear.
Hey, Serena. Hey, Sean. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, Raekwon. Raekwon, shut your mouth. Next, keep going. Raekwon, log off. Nobody tell you to help him.
I think with what Pat was saying, how we need to let our members know that it's okay for them to take breaks. Pastors, we also have to know that it's going to go on without us. That's
well.
Yeah, go ahead, Matt.
I was going to say because good leaders make themselves unnecessary.
Man, I like that.
We have to train all of our people, all of our leaders, that if they step away and their job fails and they're not good leaders. I started our church out on the premise of I'm not gonna always be here.
That's true.
They already know when it's my wedding anniversary weekend, I'm not coming. Not gonna be there. I've tested them a couple of times. I picked up the phone on a Wednesday and said to my executive pastor, I'm not coming tonight.
That's how you said. You just said I'm not coming tonight, like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, but that goes along. Everything you guys are saying goes along with what I was going to say. Like, it's nothing wrong with going to the beach. Even what Brandon was saying, long services, stuff like that. And I was seeing a couple people saying amen and, all that good stuff. And that's cool. But I think one of the things that messes us up is we're not consistent in our race and in our walk. It's like you ever drove and like you dodging through traffic and then you pass this old lady, right? And then the worst thing ever is you get stopped at the red light and here comes that old lady that you passed and she just sitting looking at you like, oh, we're here at the same, and it's like you speeding up, going fast, going slow, and it's like that old lady is keeping the same pace, and getting the same amount accomplished. And I think one of the things is that a lot of members, get this, hey, I want to go all in for my church. They shingling the roof and wiping windows and doing carpet. And then the next week it's like, I just think God wants me to step back a little bit. That's not consistent. And you end up burning yourself out trying to make up for whatever it is. And I'm the same with Mac, like, especially now, I'm to the point where like, yo, I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to be in every meeting. I'm not going to be in every,
right.
I told, like, the way we're structured here is when it comes to ministry, I talk to two people. Other than that, if I'm meeting with somebody, it's because of their personal problems or spiritual growth. I'm not talking about, I'm not doing it. I can't do it. And so I've created that cadence for myself to where I don't burn myself out, and also showing them like, yo, it's okay to what's the word I'm looking for? Delegate.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like when you try to do everything yourself, you end up burning yourself out. I mean, just like you go to the grocery store, you got like, we try to put all the bags in at one time and with our teeth and pinkies, when it's just like, what's the harm in making two trips? And just, kind of realizing, I can't do everything at one time. I can't hold all this weight. Let me shift it. Let me give it to somebody else or whatever the case may be. So I think you got to have a pace in ministry. You got to have a pace as a member. One of the things that I do for my leaders is around their birthdays, I tell them to take off. So 2 things that helps me to know, okay, this person's going to be out around this time. And also for that person, whatever you're going to do, that's your time. And if you need more time, let me know. But I try to make it a point to make people not make them, because they know their birthday coming, they take it now, but be okay with like, okay, cool. And to where it's not a, how can I put this without saying it in a harsh manner?
Say it like I would say it.
No,
okay.
Don't do that.
Oh, don't do it. Okay, sorry. All right. To where they're not taking, days off, unnecessary days off that inconvenience the rest of the team. If that makes sense.
Without them being lazy.
No, I was gonna say dumb days, but
that works.
I was gonna say a lot of times people like that, they'll blame the church for their burnout, and it's about what you've been doing in your own life that as like it's not the church's fault that you're burned out. There are other things that are in play. And one of the things that I've realized is that a lot of times you'll burn out because you don't have spiritual disciplines. You're not practicing them. And, so we have members that know how to do church, but they don't know how to wake up in the morning and pray. The first thing they do when they wake up is look at their phone. If the media is designed to cause you to panic, people like the news's job is to get us to know the news. No, their job is to make money. The way they make money is by making sure you read something that scares you. So if the first thing you do is wake up in the morning, you don't talk to God, but you look at your phone, you're going through Facebook and you see new coronavirus, this and this and that. Now all of a sudden your peace is upset, your whole thing, everything's off, your whole balance. And so one of the things that we have to do is make sure that we're practicing some spiritual disciplines. You need to wake up a little earlier and pray. Like it makes no sense to get up in the morning, jump on your phone, or get up and just get running. You need to, and I said you need to be still and know that God is God before you make any moves out of your bed. And I think that the reason why we have so many people that are burnt out is because they don't take time with the one who fills you up. And so then instead of here, like you're a car and you're going uphill and you run out of gas. And it's like, well, I'm going to get out the car and I'm going to start pushing. And instead of saying, God, I need you to fill me up real quick. Instead of stopping and just taking a moment with God to fill you up, we're like, I'm going to keep pushing this car up this hill because I need to get where I'm going. And we need to take time, spiritual disciplines. We need to meditate. We need to pray. We need to fast. We need to seek God. And those are things that I believe will help you not to burn out, because the Bible never says for us to be burned out. There's no such thing as holy burnout. There's no such thing as holy burnout. Everywhere in the Bible, it talks about giving us rest.
And replenish. And refresh.
But again,
go ahead, bro.
It's not but. I don't even want to say
no,
but we'll cancel everything out. Again, it goes back to what you're saying. You're absolutely right. There's no such thing as holy burnout, right? But how do we rest? We rest based upon accomplishment. And I'm trying to talk like this so the candy don't fall out of my mouth.
It's all good. We know how you do.
We rest based upon accomplishment. So if the average person gets up with no goals, right? If the average person just gets up and moves or goes off of their phone, of course they will not have a resting point or period, because they haven't accomplished anything.
You were saying
that?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
if you're just like, and there's no discipline. Even Jesus, like after almost every major miracle, after almost every major teaching, and Jesus went up alone, and Jesus went off. and like, you call it what you want. Call it a resting period. Call it he went off the break. Whatever the case may be, he withdrew himself. He went through a period of isolation because he accomplished something. He accomplished something.
Man,
and the average person we don't have those resting periods or those points where after we accomplish, all right, let's go.
Let me piggyback real quick off of that. I call it you need to withdraw to engage. And I think that that's one of the things that we don't realize. Jesus withdrew to be able to engage in the day. So he woke up early, you know, and this is him being on his own rhythm, right? Jesus was busy. It wasn't like he wasn't doing a lot, but he had his own rhythm. By the time everybody else got up, he was already ahead. And so that's why he was able to move at a slower pace than others would be, is because he had already, you know, set himself up to do that. And so I think we need to learn how to withdraw in order to engage people, instead of just engaging.
Right.
Like you said, you withdraw when you've accomplished something, you withdraw a little bit in order to be able to engage. And a lot of that just is about humbling yourself, you know, and being honest that I need a break.
Right.
And, you know, I need to step back for a moment.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of talking.
Pat, before you go ahead, to all of our viewers that are out there, those of you who are just tuning in, this is the podcast live. I want to say thank you guys for watching, but I want you to know that we are talking about, right now we're talking
Hold on.
We've been talking nonstop. We haven't taken a moment.
You ain't accomplished nothing. Why are you taking a break?
Pat, what were you saying?
Check your phone, Sherman. Check my phone. Check my phone.
Let Trey finish being great. Go ahead.
Thank you, Patrick. It's the only greatness I get, okay? So everybody else, just want to say to y'all, thank y'all so much for watching. So what I want to say to you is continue to share. Right now we're talking about burnout, whether it's in your church, your personal life, whatever it is. We want you to be encouraged tonight. So we're in this conversation. Engage with those people who are watching and continue to go forward. All right? Go ahead. And by the way, I'm not late. I've been here, all right? Just want to put that out there. May continue. I'm talking to our nephew there. But go ahead, guys. Keep going.
Pat, please. You were rudely interrupted.
Very much so. But let me piggyback off something that Sherman said earlier when he was talking about delegation. Because I think a lot of times, what I've noticed with some leaders is we do good with delegating, but we really don't trust the people we empower. And when I say that, a lot of leaders, they will delegate for the sake of delegating, but they still want to micromanage through them. So like Sherman said, I tell my people, I'm not going to be in every meeting. I'm not going to make every decision. That's what I put you. If you are over the kitchen committee, don't come asking me what we going to eat. You tell me what we gonna eat. You get what I'm saying? But there are some pastors, they have to feel needed. So they have to make decisions over everything. You gotta come to me for this. And I'm not that person, one, because that will burn the leader out. And so I think we have to really trust the ones that we empower, and not micromanage through them. My church knows Fridays are my rest day. Don't call me unless you're dying. And you better call the funeral home before you call me.
Patrick.
They could have at least called the doctor who could have kept him from the funeral home.
Patrick.
Raekwon, you wanna help with that one, buddy? You wanna help with that one, Raekwon? How about that?
That's biblical. Lazarus died. What did Jesus do?
What's biblical?
When Lazarus died, when did Jesus get to them?
Pat, you're not Jesus.
He is manifestation of Jesus Christ. We're not going there tonight. I'm not doing this.
I said that being funny, but in all seriousness, unless it is a dying emergency, Fridays are my rest days. And we as pastors you have to get people to understand that, because they'll call you for any and everything. You know, before I'm pastor, I got to be a husband. I got to be a father. Then I'll be a pastor.
Listen, All right, they only call you for any and everything because you let them. My church does not call. Nobody calls me. You know why?
I don't
Why,
have that
Aaron?
issue. Some pastors do. I don't have
Why,
that
Aaron?
issue.
Why don't nobody call
I make
me?
myself.
I don't answer the phone.
You don't answer the phone for nobody.
You don't answer the phone.
There you go. You know why? Because I rest. I'll look right at it and I will wait for you to finish ringing to go back to what I'm doing. Did you see I called? Yes.
I answer the phone.
I
I don't.
My
I
whole
just
church
tell
has
them to
my
call
number.
somebody else.
If I don't want to answer the phone, I don't answer the phone.
Well, no, I mean, I think you do have to set a balance for not answering, and when you do answer, Monday is my day, so I take my Monday off. Everybody knows that. Same with you all.
That's right.
If you,
It's my day as well.
Monday's
not my day. I can't take Monday. I take Wednesday.
I'll take Friday.
Everybody.
I just.
But the thing
Trey,
is,
when you take.
Everybody.
When I get a chance.
What's wrong with y'all today? I'm just so done.
I'm so done with him. I'm just answering questions. I don't even care. I just whatever.
Nikki, okay, Brandon.
I generally try to.
My wife is my wife has shown up.
There's dissension in the McLaughlin household. What is going on?
Brittany.
I text back. I text back, Nikki.
Bro.
It don't be no 1,000 years later.
Bro.
You do take a while.
Okay, first of all,
in our planning text, I mean, like sometimes I don't even know you're still there.
Brandon, at least when we get ready to plan these podcasts, Aaron at least answers and says, "What do you want?" Sherman, we wait on this little person to show. We don't.
Hey, I'm the type of person I can't stand notifications, so they're not gonna stay on my phone. So I check everything.
But yeah, I'm the type of person that don't care.
I got 100 messages on my thing right
Sherman,
now.
What is that? She text you? You ain't text back yet, Sherman.
No, I always text Quetta back.
But for the most part, I can honestly
Quetta knows how to get my attention.
So that's what she just did. She just told everybody, "I text you." She said,
"No, not that." She'll text. There's a certain text that I love, and she texts it, and I'll respond back. I'm not gonna tell people what it is because then other people will do it.
Go ahead, Mac. I saw you were talking before.
I honestly really don't have that problem. Our church, they really follow the chain of command for the most part. And so I don't really have, unless you have that type of access, then you're not going to reach out to me randomly.
Wait a minute. Aaron, you just told me earlier that you were sick of Sister McIntyre calling you.
I pray to God there's no Sister McIntyre in your church.
I know, right?
It goes, bro. I don't know. So why would you say that?
Oh, sorry, bro. Sorry. He didn't say that. It was just a joke. I forgot you got like 100 million people that you passing now. I'm sorry. And there's bound to be a McIntyre somewhere, especially in Goldsboro. He did not say it.
I'm definitely related to McIntyres, but all right. So, but I don't have that problem though. For the most part, I don't have my people worrying me or like reaching out to me all the time. And when they do, they do it out of respect. They do it in a respectful way.
Yeah. So somebody asked,
I don't have it.
I was going to answer that one, Sherm. I saw. Okay. Yeah, I saw. So the question you talking about the contact for emergencies?
Yep.
Yeah. So I think every church has to have that in place. The question is, who do members contact in an emergency? And for our church, for Zion Methodism, we have class leaders, which is like small groups or cell groups for other people. And those are sub pastors, and so you'll contact that person, and okay, you'll answer. They'll contact their person, and then they'll get back. That person will get to me if it's an emergency of that nature. And so, but we tried, because you want to make sure that everybody's engaged. That's how you avoid burnout. So if everybody's engaged in the pastoring process, because it's not just the pastor, but if everybody's engaged in helping the church be healthy, it's better for it.
Brandon, we follow the same protocol, just different names, but it's pretty much the same. Because the reality is, first off, we have the luxury of having a small church right now. So if there is an emergency, it's going to get to who it needs to get to quick. But as for me, again, the way that my schedule is set up, and I'm sure with you guys too, is there are times where you're in meetings or you may not have access to your phone, and you don't want to miss that emergency. So having those other people in place that are more accessible, that can handle it, is extremely important. So we pretty much have the same process, just different name.
Yeah, we do the same thing. It's more like a cell group, so that's what I use our deacons for, to handle that. So everybody's assigned deacons based on last name, and if something is going on, then they contact their deacon and go from there. And then, based off the situation, then it gets up. But I try to get everything related to me, but based off the situation, it goes from there.
Absolutely.
But again, I think it should be where where your members know that in an emergency I can reach out, and if need be, again, even with me, my members know they can contact me.
Yeah.
And they can, I've given my number across the pulpit, and I haven't, thank God. Thank God nobody, because my people know me. But again,
you
this
look
is
like
why,
D'Lo Brown, man, from WWF.
This is what I thank God, even that I've learned from the old pastors. This is why I thank God. Every Sunday, when we were in church, I would go to the back door and greet people, and that people tell me their whole life story in 5 seconds right there. I would have somebody say, "Hey, yeah, I had a good week, just my big toe hurt." And we're like, "Well, mother, I'm praying for you toe. Well, I'm glad you're praying, Pastor," and that's it. I think the whole thing, a lot of times people just want to know that they can get to you if they need to. It's almost like your son just sitting there talking about daddy, 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 daddy. The more you don't answer, the more he's going to crave that attention. But just as soon as you say, "Yeah, what's up?" and it can be something foolish, but they have your attention, that's all they want to know.
I think we got to remember that people want a pastor. They don't join churches just to be a part of a social club. People want a pastor. And so they still want somebody who's going to show them that they care. A shepherd, somebody who's going to show them that they care and give directives and not just tell them what to do over the pulpit.
Yeah.
After you get through telling me what to do outside of, even from the scriptures, just check on me. And if the church is too big, or if you're too busy doing a lot, like Sherman said, his church is not as large as a Deeper Life may be. However, at the same, it was just the first thing came to my head, y'all. Y'all used it as an example earlier, or it may not be as large as Brandon's church. Can we do that? Is that okay? All right, thank you, Brother Aaron. All right, and so because of that, and so Ray trying to figure out where his brother coming from. I don't know. I just started it tonight. I don't know, but I mean, at the same time, to know that they can speak to you while in the sanctuary. But if you got to cut out the sanctuary right after you preach, and I don't even get to speak to you before I leave the campus, not because I'm trying to get in my car, but because you're trying to get away from us, I don't know if I have a pastor or a preacher. You know what I'm saying?
No, they see in that moment, I just got from under the anointing, so I need to go in the office and replenish myself, and can't allow all these spirits to attack me.
And I want to say to you, Pastor, I want to say to you, Pastor, that feels as if you got to do that to keep spirits from off from you. You have a far deeper issue than this.
Trey.
Trevor, you used to do it when you go preach. Shut your mouth.
I
Hey.
never was like that. Patrick,
On the-
I was never like that.
Now hold
boy.
on.
Hey.
Because one thing
Take a
about me
joke.
is
Hold-
I
Take a
fight
joke.
you.
Trey.
Take a
Hey,
joke. Take
y'all,
a joke.
hold up.
Take a joke.
No,
McNair, please go, McNair.
On the real, it depends on what type of atmosphere you have set in your church.
Yeah.
When I get finished preaching, I want to stand out and talk to our people, because they have the respect that I'm not going to hold you up long, Pastor, but I do want to just greet you, speak to you, thank you for the word, and that replenishes you within itself. So I think it's that atmosphere.
Yeah, and it depends, because that, like, I'm generally the same way, because I have a lot of members who travel from out of town.
Holy Ghost
And
handshake.
so, huh?
Said Holy Ghost handshake.
Like this, Aaron.
Oh my gosh. So I have a lot of members who travel from out of town. So, I want to see them. Then there are times where it's just based upon how the service ended.
Yeah.
That it's like,
Right,
okay,
right,
I need
right.
to go. Y'all need to go. Everybody need to go, to not break what just happened. So I think it really generally depends. And then especially there have been times where, like, I had to preach, and then I'd be like, everybody close your eyes, and then I hand the mic off and have to go to another service, and when they open it, like, what, Pastor? So I can't tell you how many times I pulled that. Wilson, they know. They be like, yes, God. And they hear somebody else's voice, or they open their eyes like, what, Pastor go? But I mean, it just really, let me put these back on. It's
That's
different
awesome
atmosphere.
there.
Yeah, I think it really depends. But I generally love hugging people and talking to people.
Man, and like Max said, that within itself is refreshing. Man, I get so much joy after I preach, just going back and listen, just hearing people talk, just, even little kids coming up hugging you all night. That is the highlight of my Sunday.
Okay, so Pat, question. Aaron, question. Brandon, question. Trey. Anyway, so have you guys? No, because Trey's you know what, Trey, question, because you might experience it. Speaking of little kids, isn't it awkward, like, when a little kid comes up and they say something that their parents don't want you to know, and you have to keep talking like you didn't hear it?
I do.
My mom, da-da-da-da-da. You're like, oh yeah, that's nice. All right. You're like,
Look, I got one little guy. If he know it, he gonna tell it. His mom sent him out the side door.
It's really awkward when, like, the parent make the child speak to you. So you like just tease it. Like, go ahead.
Hey, how you doing?
You trying to find that spot to break the ice with him, and they're like, I don't want to talk to you.
right.
What's up, man? How you doing?
You're like, what's up, man? How
Yeah,
you
you
doing?
tried
watching
that.
you, I promise. He be watching you on Facebook and copying you. Show him.
Right.
What's
And I'm
Pastor
like,
name?
oh, I said, that's what I do? I get quiet like that?
My
My
mama
wife.
said you preach too long.
So what about mom and daddy fussed all the way to church, and mama cussed daddy out?
Ain't that?
I'm telling you, it'd be so funny, but I love it.
Anything from kids.
I love it.
Kids and seasoned saints, they'll tell you anything.
Oh my gosh, I remember one year. Sherman, do you remember that year? I can't say all that happened, but I remember that year we did I think it was Youth Alive service or revival at St. Paul back in the day. And that lady came up and she wanted God to deliver her from those explicit cigarettes. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Because Taquan was there. It was all of us, I think, in Taquan. And we were all right there at Sherman. And he got the woman up to her. He said, what can I pray with you for? She said, I want God to deliver me from these explicit cigarettes. Sherman said, well, okay. So yeah, the season saints do let you know what they need to know. All right. So guys, We've had a great conversation tonight. We're not
the seasoned saint. I'm sorry, Trey.
Okay, go ahead.
Thought that we were in Farmville, and she thought I was Aaron.
Whoa! Wait! Whoa!
What happened?
I can't remember. I think it was Mother. What was it? Mother Mary. What was her name?
Oh, Lord.
In Farmville. Yeah.
They play the
Brandon,
organ?
call the names, Brandon.
No,
They
not
call
that
him
one.
Names.
She went. She ended up
Gorham.
going to Gorham.
And what did she do?
It was it won't hurt. I can't remember her name, but anyway, I had did the offering or something, or preached or something, and Junior was on the organ. I had the mic, and she was like, "Junior, I enjoyed you so much." I was like, "Yes, ma'am."
You just,
Thank you. And then Junior walks up behind me.
Hey, I'm sure you what's up, man?
And them season saints will have you rolling.
Man, I didn't have the heart to tell her I wasn't Junior, so.
I don't know how they mix us up. I had people coming to me and say, "How's Wilson?" I think he's doing good, man.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. But we love him. I love him.
We do. All right, y'all. So it's time for us to move on to our last 2 segments of the night, so we can get this done.
Two.
Two.
Y'all act like y'all don't know what's going on.
I got one.
Y'all the ones. I've tried to interject twice. All right, and you called me rude. Darn it! I stayed on silent lunch for 40 minutes. Okay, I'm back now. It's my turn, guys. We're here for our segment called Differences. All right, I got you, Joe. A segment called Differences. All right, this segment right here, guys, is just you've seen it on YouTube. I'm not YouTube. Where is it? Social media. Period. One's got to go. Here it is. All right, let's do it.
Oh, Jesus, have mercy.
Johnny, you'll be fine.
We didn't look at these beforehand.
We ask you to move
Just
in
let
this
our
place in a
audience know.
special way. God, you do what only you can do. Move how only you can move. Touch this boy from the crown of his head to the soles of his feet.
One's gotta go, Brandon. Shut up. One's gotta go.
Pancakes.
Oh, man, this is
Pancakes.
easy.
Huh?
Pancakes
Yeah,
can go.
Pancakes.
Pancakes.
Cause that Waffle House waffle, whoo!
Listen,
Jesus.
listen here. My God,
I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Go.
I cannot wait.
Man.
I'm crying right now. I'm no lie tearing up thinking about a Waffle House waffle.
Brandon,
We have
to
not
wait.
been to.
You gotta wait till the pandemic is over and wait till you come home.
Yeah.
And we
What was that, Brandon, you might remember something you were talking about. This was a long time ago, but you used to cry about certain foods being mentioned, like literally.
Man, I cry. No, I'm tearing up right now.
Are you really crying?
I'm tearing up, man. Yes, bro. Can
Yo,
you
this is
imagine
bad.
a Waffle House
I
waffle
like this video.
with the
Look at this.
with
Look
the
at this face.
with the butter
Look at this, everybody.
and the syrup? Man, nah, get it off me, man. But I'm so excited thinking about getting a Waffle House waffle. I can't even lie to y'all right now.
I'm gonna go
I
get
can't
it for
wait.
you tomorrow.
Boy,
I hate
when
you.
I tell y'all
I hate you.
we used to be a Waffle House after. We used to be a Waffle House after every service.
Every service.
Okay, time out. Oh man, that's hard. Cracker Barrel pancakes.
Yeah.
Waffle House.
Kind of tough. Cracker
Waffle
Barrel
House.
pancakes kind of tough.
Yeah.
Although they only give you that one little bottle of syrup.
Oh, you got extra,
You
man.
can ask for extra. Yeah.
You got extra one, boy. Them things
And
too thick to be giving me one
They
bottle.
be sucking that syrup up, man.
Hey,
Oh, that's
Erica says Waffle House waffles ain't been the same since this pandemic. She said they've been
That's because you got to take them home. By the time you get them home, they soggy.
They soggy and yeah.
Been sitting in that thing. Hey, man, listen.
Raekwon Butler says both can go. Where the French toast? They're exactly where they started at, not on our screen. All right,
French toast not even on a level.
Look, Sherman. Them people used to hate to see Tre'vone walk in Waffle House.
Can I get a cup? Can I get a warm cup?
Can I get a cup of hot water?
Yeah, man. Hey, dude.
I still do it too.
Do a reenactment of Tre'vone walking in what he would ask for.
What all would that food? That guy asked for.
So can I get a fruit punch?
Let's see if
Can I get a fruit punch?
That was good.
Look the finger. Can I get a fruit
Sprite.
punch
There you
in
go.
a to-go cup?
Middle finger. I put
In
my
a-
middle finger.
In a to-go
Good.
cup
With Sprite now. You got to put the Sprite in there. You got to
and
get
some to-go silverware.
hot water.
Mars, that's
Get to
it.
figure out why.
Oh God.
Both all y'all. All right, here's the next one. Look
But
at
when
you.
you-
Why is everybody going in? Y'all ain't been out to eat with me. Okay?
Don't act like you know
That's
me.
it.
You don't know.
All right? These jokers, and the
Trayvon
bad part is
did
they're
that
correct. They're talking about hot
every
water,
Waffle-
plastic cup.
Every time we
Man.
went to Waffle House on Rayford Road.
They saw us
Man, I
coming.
definitely want a Waffle House waffle.
All right, y'all.
man.
Brandon, you ready to cry?
This is not right.
Here it is, Brandon. You
Bruh.
ready?
Hey, what about it?
One's got to go, y'all. One's got to go.
Crab leg.
Crab
Crab
legs.
leg.
What?
Crab leg.
Crab legs gotta go.
legs can go.
That's not even. That's not hard at
That's
all.
not even.
Are y'all
Why is that
nuts?
not hard?
I can eat chicken every day. I cannot eat
Don't
no
touch the
seafood
lid,
every day.
T. Don't touch the lid. What'd you say,
Yo,
Junior?
I said I can eat chicken every day. I cannot eat crab legs every day.
yes,
Same
you
here.
can.
You are a Philistine if you say wings gotta go.
Flat.
Well,
the question should
Brandon
be.
about to say it, so
The question should be flat
I
or
was serious,
legs.
Aaron. You heard me shut up, right? I shut up fast.
hey, you already know what I'm
Not
going
crab
for because
legs.
me and Nicole, when me and Nicole get home, we go for all the seafood we can get.
Brandon, Nikki said wings got to go in all caps.
Yes, hey, look, that's our house, bro. We eating some crab legs.
I eat crab
going
legs maybe
ham.
twice a year.
Oh nah, man, we be going down there. I mean, I'm almost going broke going to eat get some crab legs.
I ain't
All right, y'all,
got
this
time
is
to find
Hey.
Go ahead.
Those pictures they be sending around on Facebook with like the seafood bowl, like all the crab legs and all that stuff out on the table outside. That mess is nasty. I don't care what y'all say. That looks nasty.
I'm not saying it
looks
got to be outside,
unsanitary.
but when you see those things with all that sauce on them, whoo! I mean, it's something amazing. Something amazing. I mean, the flavors, all of
There you
it
go.
working together. The corn, all that.
There you go.
So drums or flats? Who do we got? What do
Flats
y'all?
fried hard.
Flats.
Flat.
That's how you do it.
Sherman?
Wings,
Yeah.
drums.
Wow. You
Wow.
are really.
Never thought
I almost kicked you off this thing.
You know, we used to go to
Yeah.
we'd go to Buffalo Wild Wings and his all drums. Like, dude,
I want all flats.
All
I'm talking
flats
about-
fried hard.
Yeah, because they
Drum.
got extra little. They got gristle on both sides.
The way you just, it got this look. The way you just,
They got gristle on both sides, bro. That's how you gotta eat that shit. You don't need the gristle on that bone. Hey, sure. What? Oh God! All right, y'all. I need y'all to help me in this chat. You gotta eat the gristle. If you don't eat the gristle, you're not eating the chicken.
yes, you are. You eat the meat.
You eat all it, bruh. You eat the meat and you take that little extra little piece of that off. Somebody, you know what? I'm so sorry for those of you that are vegetarians. I just thought about it. God bless you. But your boy hungry. I want the flat with the gristle on both sides.
So we know whether it's flats or drums, but let me ask you this, and this should be easy, but naked or breaded?
What?
it depends.
But and that's why I said it. Because it depends on where you go, right?
Yeah,
No.
you're right about
Because
that.
it depends on where you go.
All
It
right.
depends.
Yeah. See, we got
Bruh,
No, we moving
I
on to the next one.
I want my
Y'all.
I want my
Moving on to
chicken
the
breaded.
next. One's gotta go. Jerk.
One's got to go.
Wait a minute. This
Watermelon.
combination don't even go together.
It ain't got to.
What?
I'm mad.
Ain't no
Take
comparison.
take it off. Take it off.
Hey, first
There
of
ain't no
all,
comparison.
I don't eat watermelon. Second of
No.
all,
Whoa.
I don't eat watermelon either.
Well, Sherman, you know, there's a
first of all,
cultural
it's
difference.
nasty and
No.
allergic.
Say it.
There's
No,
a
say it.
cultural difference.
Say it.
There's
Say it.
I just
Say
did.
it.
I just did. There's a cultural difference here. Aaron, you may continue.
No, say it, Trey. Say it.
Don't
Say
worry.
it, Trey.
Don't worry.
Say
I think
it.
we all know what the cultural difference is, and you don't like watermelon. That's understood. Aaron, continue. I don't like watermelon. Let's go back, guys. Here we go. One's got to go. Aaron, you said watermelon got to go?
Watermelon got to go.
All right.
Although don't nobody eat that. Don't nobody drink that nasty Crush.
Who's gonna eat the Cheetos? I mean,
Me.
You don't eat hot Cheetos, Brand?
That's
I
nasty.
mean, like, but am I gonna want that over like other stuff?
Watermelon?
I can go get a potato chip from anywhere. I mean, not Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Gotta have Flamin' Hot.
Nah, watermelon can go.
No, I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Good
I've never
God,
had a
it's-
Flamin' Hot Cheeto.
You what?
Really?
I've never had a Flamin' Hot Cheeto.
Oh man. Okay.
I don't like
Well, moving on. You probably should just chose one you could participate
Tre'vone,
in.
what's wrong with you?
What do you mean, Brother Sherman? Whatever, dude.
Man, the shade.
Hot Cheeto stand. Y'all crazy, boy. There's no way I'm keeping a hot Cheeto over some soda. That soda gotta stay.
That
And
soda's
watermelon is
flat
a
when you
must.
open it.
What?
No.
A
when
Crush?
when you put it away.
You should have.
Mac,
No, Crush is flat when you open it. That
Mac.
off-brand black
Mac.
cookout soda.
Hey, Tavares said y'all stomach don't be messed up off hot Cheetos.
Nah.
I don't
I
eat
eat-
no hot Cheetos, man.
I can't.
I-
Now that big bag that was up there, I can't eat that. I have to eat this.
Gotta have Flamin' Hot.
What is it? That sounds like a problem.
Trey, are you done with your ones, or you trying to find one more?
No. I think that was it. My bad. I was trying to move on to the. I was trying to get into the questions.
There you go. Nikki said crushed grape tastes like cough syrup.
That's because my wife. God, man.
It's
Babe,
gotta be.
You supposed to
if the
agree
sun
with
kiss-
me on this stuff. Yeah, the crushed orange ain't that
Yeah,
bad
nah.
though.
Crushed grape do taste like Diamond Tap a little bit.
Diamond Tap
What?
tastes good though, man. Diamond Tap used to taste good. I'd rather that over Robitussin. I'd rather that over Robitussin. Any day, Robitussin don't taste good. Diamond
Well,
Tap
we
tastes
talking
good
about
though.
medicine.
Oh yeah.
I don't know where that came from. But Diamond Tap, I used to
It tastes
think
better than
Diamond Tap
Robitussin.
was good.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, the orange flavor is good.
Benadryl tastes better than all of them.
I have not had the honor of
Pepto.
Drinking
What
bitter.
about
Me neither.
Pepto-Bismol?
Me neither, Brandon. Just
Pepto
What?
Bismol.
So,
Yeah.
so
No.
we
That
just go
chalky
to
mess.
so we just go to the we just go to the medicine side and just pick up a bottle and just drink stuff like that now.
Pat, just drinking stuff, Pat.
It
Oh,
tastes
I
like,
did have another
it tastes like liquid chalk from school.
Hey, y'all, I did
All
have.
right.
I had two more. Yes, I do. While Brandon does that part.
I got one question we already knew though.
Okay.
Okay, what's this? Ranch, barbecue, ketchup, honey mustard.
One gotta go.
Ranch.
Wait.
Nah, because I gotta
Whoa.
have that for my wings.
Nah, honey mustard can go.
Nah,
Ranch.
bro, you can't. How you gonna eat your
It
chicken
depends on
tenders?
whose honey mustard it is.
How am I eat my what?
Ranch gotta go.
How you gonna eat your chicken tenders?
Barbecue sauce.
Why you say it like that?
Buy to the barbecue sauce.
Brad.
Me.
How do you put barbecue sauce on chicken tenders? You might as well get a chicken nugget.
Hot sauce isn't up here, so barbecue
Wait,
sauce.
hold
is what I would put
on.
my chicken-
Brent, I have a question because you just said you use different sauces for different pieces of chicken.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I go to Chick-fil-A and I get the nuggets,
I'm going to interview you real quick. Chicken tenders,
chicken tenders, honey mustard,
chicken nuggets,
Polynesian,
chicken
and that's
wing.
at
He said that's at Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is Polynesian. McDonald's is a mixture.
Y'all eat McDonald's?
Right. Aaron, what the world?
Burger King, honey mustard.
No,
for chicken
that's
nuggets.
not chicken nuggets. Them deer ankles.
Oh, they cut them in half. It's chicken nuggets cut in half, and then they sell them for
Burger
99
King don't
cents.
have chicken nuggets. Them cow quarters they got.
Diane, I got you. We're gonna put this up again. Hold on. They want to see the options again. So here's my thing. My thought is if we get rid of the honey mustard, no, I'm not honey mustard, the barbecue sauce, right? Can I just put Chick-fil-A sauce in there? Would be good with those 4? The Polynesian?
I'm still saying honey
Bruh,
mustard.
if honey
I
mustard
still
got
say
to
ranch
stay,
gotta
bro.
go.
I'd rather get rid of ketchup.
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna backtrack real quick. Somebody said they were talking about the crushed sodas. I gotta see who it was. Dang. Somebody had said if you get it out the cookout cooler, Brianna Meekins, she said you gotta
Told
get
you.
it out the cookout cooler for the crush to be good.
Told you that was a cookout drink. Right beside that mountain lion.
Hey, and that mountain lion be hit when it's hot outside. Don't it, Aaron? Don't lie. The mountain
And
lion
that comes,
don't do.
and that, look,
All right,
that
yo,
comes from the
so
hard.
go ahead, Pat. My bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Trey.
Okay, good. Praise God. All right, so listen, guys. So this is
He gonna get you, man.
because Patrick just he come in all subtle. I don't know he talking. Just dang.
That's why everybody with good sense, they give that 30-second pause. Like that.
That's actually true. That's actually true. Hey, somebody said
Dr. Thunder.
Dr. Thunder. Hey, y'all do us a favor.
Oh,
Name
yeah.
all those off-brand sodas y'all used to find at the cookouts or at the church picnics, okay? Do that real quick. So this last one that we have,
Dr. Pop.
Dr. Pop.
you never heard of that? You said like you never heard of it. You never heard of Dr. Pop?
No,
For real?
I've never
Trey
heard
used to
of
drink it.
Well,
Hey, was
Pat,
Sun-Drop a name
what's
brand
the
or
Coca-Cola one there?
off-brand?
There was one for Coca-Cola. What was that one called?
Sundrop is a name brand.
Sundrop.
Sundrop? Yeah, it's a name brand. It's some weird.
I
soda,
don't remember. Oh, it was just called Cola. Raekwon said it was called Cola.
Yeah.
though. What?
Wow.
The
Z.
Off-brand
Mountain Dew.
Coca-Cola.
Raekwon said Z. What's that?
The ones that just say cola.
What is Z?
Hey, them
Raekwon,
joints
tell us
hit,
what
though,
Z is. What is
after
Z an
good
off-brand
service.
of?
Oh yeah,
this is a
great
great
drink.
drink.
Good grief.
Never heard that. All right, so listen, y'all. This last one, all of us guys, one thing that we do have in common, we like wrestling. I don't know, Pat, you like wrestling at one time, right? You never like
Yeah, at
wrestling?
one point.
Yeah,
One
okay.
point
So
in my
we
life.
all like wrestling at some point. That's one interest that we have. And so this one right here, maybe a little
Oh
bit.
God.
Okay?
Oh, Jesus.
Y'all ready? Brandon, you need to pray.
Ready.
Y'all ready? Here we go. One's got to go. Wait.
Ooh. Oh. Oh.
Wait.
Wow.
There we go.
Who said Undertaker?
Who said Undertaker?
You said Undertaker?
I hope nobody said Undertaker.
Nobody said Undertaker yet.
I thought somebody did. It's kind of hard.
Sherman said it.
It will be between Ric Flair and Undertaker.
I'm going to say Ric Flair.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Rick.
I'ma definitely say
Ric
Ric
Flair as
Flair.
well.
It's
I want
kind
to
of
talk
hard
about
because
Flair is considered a great.
Ric Flair was a great. Woo! Styling, prying, jet flying, dealing, willing.
Whoa. First
He
of all,
gotta go
Rick
because
Flair
I want
said,
his house. I want his house in Lumberton.
first of all, who are Ric Flair's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's nice.
Don't
Look,
go out there.
but listen,
Very racist.
it'll be the end of you.
Right.
Wait a minute. It's actually up for sale.
Is it for real?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Who said The Rock?
Yeah,
What are y'all talking about?
Who said The Rock?
Raekwon.
You know why they-
Raekwon box of the
you know
Rock.
You gotta go back and watch The Rock's
Like his
commentary.
stuff.
He's
Yeah.
hilarious.
He's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Listen.
Can I show something? Am I allowed to show something?
They,
Can I show something
they
right
want to
quick,
get
though?
they want to get rid of The Rock based off Trayvon's sermon.
Pat!
That's for your interruption.
Hey man, yo, I got kicked off the screen and come back listening to Pat say that.
Pat!
That was
Hey,
based off.
I'm gonna do the
Can I come?
rest of the show from down here.
Sherman, wait. I gotta know, Pat. I gotta know. Sherman, how many points does Pat have at this point? Show us the board, please. And I know I'm losing, guys. I just want to see. He's earned
Looking
it.
for his marker.
He's earned his points tonight, y'all. Sherman probably gonna write on there all of them. Oh, all right. So the Rock, not the Rock, but okay. So y'all, I figured that we'd all agree.
Trevor's stupid.
Figured that we'd all agree that Undertaker or
No, Undertaker stays no matter what.
no. What I'm saying is, out of the four, we can eliminate these two. Okay, wait. You said no matter what, so you'd eliminate one of these two over Undertaker?
Yeah.
Stone Cold can go.
Stone Cold.
Over
The
Undertaker's number one.
No.
Aaron Jr.
Undertaker's not number
All right,
one.
guys. So on next week's episode, I don't
it.
care what happened. Next week's episode, we are going to show different clips of The Rock and Stone Cold, and y'all will tell us out of those two what's happening. I don't care what we're doing.
Okay.
We're doing.
First of all,
I ain't showing no Stone Cold clip.
Why? Show me that clip, guys. It's wrestling.
there's nothing.
Wrestling.
I see this dude. This dude didn't watch hard enough.
I watched hard. We're not promoting it.
Listen. Stone Cold in
See,
his heyday.
That's why they don't vacation.
Stone Cold in his heyday went to work drunk to get drunk. No.
That's actually
No.
Somebody said Stone Cold stunned the whole McMahon family.
I want to see stuff like that. I ain't talking about when he drank it and slamming the beers. There were some moments where he didn't have beer.
He stunned them with beers in his hand.
I mean, what
He
is
stunned them in a pool full of beer, actually.
He drove a beer truck into
I was
the
like, when he brought
stadium.
the beer truck in and sprayed them.
Right.
Stone Cold.
We can't.
No, we're not showing no clips of no Stone
We
Cold.
can show
God bless him.
Stone Cold clips, y'all. There were clips of Stone Cold and The Rock in the ring singing together, doing stupid stuff, clowning each other. Nobody had beer in their hand.
Well, first of all, if you're showing the clips, we're not doing them. Let's remind you of the last clip you tried to show.
I watched The Last Ride. I watched The Last Ride like this week, so that's why I'm partial to The Undertaker. So I kind of watched his career, so that's probably why I'm partial to him.
He's had a great career, but Stone Cold saved the WWF.
He did.
In the
Did you
Attitude
watch
Era.
Awesome 316?
He did.
All right.
Have you ever seen Awesome 316? The documentary is?
No,
I haven't.
And now, that's legit, for real. Did you watch The Last Ride at?
YouTube.
Undertaker is definitely was definitely like the dude, like his longevity spoke for him. But I still don't think his stardom was as big as The Rock or as Stone Cold.
Please.
Brennan, first of all, The Rock and Stone Cold renamed WWE for Thursday nights and Monday nights. Monday Night Raw was named for Stone Cold. Thursday Night SmackDown was named for
No,
yes, it is.
Monday Night Raw existed. Monday Night Raw was going before Stone Cold was a major player.
No, sir, it was not. Okay, that's fine. You're right. Okay, you're right.
The Attitude Era was because of Stone Cold.
I said you're right. We can move on.
Hey, me and Pat are up here just trying to figure out when we going on to the next one.
I'm a wrestling fan. You don't rush God.
I'm a wrestling fan too, but you sound stupid right now talking about you gonna take Stone Cold over the Undertaker, so I don't want to keep this going.
Are you kidding me? Brandon, are you kidding me?
We can discuss this offline, my friend, but you are wrong. That's just as bad as you all saying that for me kicking Martin off.
Oh,
that's what you're doing.
Let's not bring that up.
Brandon.
I didn't say kick Undertaker off. I said if I would probably go to Ric Flair to kick him off. But I said Undertaker is not as big.
Yeah, right, man.
Next.
Anyways, we're not going to get this last segment. We're going to have to answer a question next week.
Hey, it's time to go.
It is. We're going to have to answer a question. We got your question next week.
Trayvon, you look like you in your feelings.
No, I was researching. Don't worry. I'm the Google brother.
Next segment
is over next week.
Listen, we'll come back
we have
next week.
6 minutes. Let us use our 6 minutes.
We've been
Man, we are coming back next week.
45 minutes.
6 minutes left, Aaron Jr.
Hey, I
where
want
did you
to
get
go
this
ahead.
6 minutes from?
I want to go
Almost
ahead.
12 o'clock.
I want
go ahead
to
and get off before. I want to go ahead and get off before I experience burnout.
He's correct in saying so.
Because it takes you 5 minutes to close.
That's why tonight I'm giving you the honors to do it.
I close it,
That's
so
okay.
I'm
You
good.
cannot pronounce
Thank
it.
you, everybody, for
Right,
tuning
guys.
in.
God bless you.
Is that how that works?
Oh, my fault. Y'all were really ready to get off. I wasn't paying attention.
See y'all next week.
Are we off?
No, we're not off. 'Cause I didn't know.
I hope not. All right, guys, we're off. We're off this tonight. So listen, we're going to do our segment for, what is it called again? Ask the Brothers next week, all right? We want you to send in a question to us. Send in a question any day this week. As a matter of fact, if I were you, I'd send it in tonight. Send it to the Brothers Podcast group, okay? Please do that, all right? Remember,
Somebody said, wait a minute.
No, we're not doing that. Next, we're not going to do that. Because I don't know if that's even true. Okay.
I mean, I can believe it.
I prophesied for 2 hours.
Did 2 hours, Tre'vone? Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Oh, man.
Speaking truth, nobody sat me down. All right, here we go. Now, what we're doing
They felt sorry for you.
we're telling you guys that you can send questions to our inbox, but not our individual inbox. Please do use this one. All right. And then on next week, we'll get to those questions. All right.
I told you, taking 5 minutes to close.
Aaron is counting down. I still got 3. All right. So to all of you guys, if you have some things you'd like for us to discuss, some different topics to help us out with some of these discussions we can dig in on, send those to us as well. And we'd like to get on those. B. Go ahead, B.
Well, thank you. If you were getting on late, we did have a serious discussion about burnout earlier. So please rewatch the video. God bless.
All right, guys. Y'all have a great night. We'll check in with y'all next Tuesday night at 10 p.m. All right. Tell everybody about the Brothers Podcast.
Don't say 10 p.m. Just say.
Check us out on Tuesday.
Check us out at 10 something. Hey, it was not my fault this time, guys. It was not my fault this time.
Yeah.
Where's your picture? Where's your picture of T? Where's your picture of T?
Because you had to go get your pink thing.
Man, if one more person send me a video of that little boy hooping in that front of that computer.
I'd be like, send me one more.
And they keep tagging in it. No, it wasn't me. Brandon had technical issues, remember? He was trying to log on.
No, bro, I was sitting. I'm getting off. We were going to let you all go.
You were late before that.
You were the last one to log in.
I was late before 10 o'clock. I was late for the meeting, which probably never happened because I initiate all the meetings that y'all don't like to attend.
Because you like to randomly just call people.
Erica, no, we will not be doing the conference this year. We'll pick up on the Awakening Conference in 2021. Thank you.
Oh, see, you trying to, okay, I guess I'll shout out my church too and his address and
No,
everything.
I didn't shout out my church. That's the question. And I'm addressing the question that was asked in the comment section.
Oh, no, I mean, you could have went back later on and done that, but you just want to throw out a little plug. All right.
No, that's not the plug I'd like to give. So let's I'm not going to plug. Church tonight. All right. Good night, everybody. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning into the Brothers Podcast Live. See y'all next week. Right, Eric Sherman. Didn't have to say anything.
Hold up. How do I stop this thing? I'm just kidding. All right. Tre'vone, you still recording though, bro?